Hello everyone, I am Engineer Selassie from Halo Academy and Brain Boosters. Today I am really thrilled to talk to you about everything you need to know about laptop. About when you think of about laptop, we have CPU, we have GPU, we have RAM, we have hard disk, and we have resolutions, and we have different ports, and we have also the keyboard, the mouse, and all these specifications has a lot of knowledge. It needs a lot of knowledge. So in this video, I'm going to show you all the tools and techniques you need. And starting from this day, you will never ask anyone about the whole idea of buying a laptop. And I'm going to do it. And I'll come back in a minute. Thank you. The other one, HD10. So this one is already 6 gauge. And for example, HD10, we can open HD10 also. I have HD10 here. We can open it. Yes, you see, HD10 also very nice. This is benchmark, information, health, error. For example, this is the total byte of your memory. Then if in your memory, because in the memory address, this is one address, because 1 byte is 8 bits. Okay, each bit is here. So if you want to check, you just start scanning. Okay, then once you see when it's okay, then each memory address and each memory location is scanned like this. Okay, then all what you see is this one is the memory, your memory. In our case is our memory. Okay, so it will scan like this. Okay, it will scan like this. Then we can leave it. We will come back later. And the other is CPU ID. Also we have CPU ID. CPU ID, we can open this one also, and this one also give us a lot of information about our CPU. As you can see, our CPU is this one, and Intel Core i5 at 1.6 gigahertz. This is speed, and the clock speed is very important in CPU. And you can go to main board and you can see the information, the memory, DDR4, DDR3. There is a lot of, so DDR4 frequency, as you can see, the frequency is here, and all the information is given here. You can see slot 1, slot 2. This is GPU. Our GPU is Intel RUHD graphics 620, and revision is 7. So in this way you can get a lot of information about your system, your laptop. So this is the other tool, and we have also, I showed you this system, this disk check. Okay, disk check. Okay, disk mark. I think disk mark. Okay, disk mark. Also we can check it. As you can see, disk mark also. First we have to check. Me, I have C and D partition. So let me say C. So chunk size is this one, and input this iteration of this. Then once you start, then it will give you. It will start checking your system. Okay, the hard disk, and it will write and write, because this is hard disk drive. You know, we are writing and reading data. So the most important thing is writing performance and reading performance should be checked. So this will give us. So once it's finished, and so iteration is this one. Total data set size is 2.5 GB. Byte per iteration is 8 megabytes. Per iteration input output per iteration 128. All touch, and this one chunk size also 64 kilobyte. As you can see, disk time 43.21 seconds, and average is this one, minimum reading performance and writing. So once we know the reading performance and writing performance, then we know performance of our hard disk drive, because this is the component, the CPU, the RAM, this is complete now. So you see disk time is 43.21 seconds and disk time of 28 seconds. So this is the reading performance and this is the writing performance. This one is last 22.13 megabyte per second, average was 66.58 megabyte per second. In this way we can check. And the other is this one, I think we saw it already. I think. Yeah, if it's important, I can open this one, ATTO disk. We can open it like this. As you can see, we can check which one is for us. Me, I have a CD, I don't have CD, and C, I can check C, and direct input output, then start. Then this will start scanning our system, the hard disk drive, and it will give us. So we will come back. Let's go here. As you see, this one is scanning. It will continue until it finishes. Sorry. So we can stop it, and in this way we can find the health of the information, the benchmark, and everything. We will come back here, and disk mark, HD time, disk check, and sys gauge, and Nova bench, everything we saw it. Now using useful hard disk CMD command, we can use SS CMD command. But before that, SSD condition, we can use this tool, Crystal Disk Info tool. I think I installed it. Okay, no, yeah, Crystal Disk Info. We can, I can show you. So this is disk info, Crystal disk info. So if I double click, I can open it here. Okay. For SSD system, we can use Crystal disk info tool, and once it opens, I put the link system, and you can check it, and you see this one, it's scanning write and read. It will give us the write and read combinations. Okay, the write and read combination. This is test result. Read, write is read. So now currently what I am doing, it shows me the write and read combinations, you see. So it will continue like that. I think this one is we will come when it's open. Anyways, this Crystal, this is very important. Take this tool in your flash and open it in the laptop and check the condition. It will show how much data was read and write in the disk. If it is within 10 terabyte range, it's good. So I think try to open it, but let me go Crystal disk. Yeah, okay, it opens already. So this is Crystal disk info. You just take it with flash, and as you can see, it will give you rotation rate. You see, rotation rate and power on count, and power on hours, it will give you every information. So as you can see, rotation rate also given for me. If my system was SSD, then it will give me here the value of how much memory, how much data was right and delete in this system. And as per the recommendation of here, as per the recommendation, 10 terabyte of range is advisable. Okay, when you buy a laptop, in the disk, you see how much data was read and write in the disk. If it is within 10 terabyte range, it's preferred. It's not mandatory, but it is an advice. So it has the condition and the temperature, everything is given. So you can take this with yourself, and you can see the graphs. Now graphs is here, thermal, zoom, functions, and everything. So this is advanced tool you need, and take care you should be less than that. HDD condition, as you can see, HD 10, as I showed you here, HD 10. Hard disk utility, the speed is measured in revolution per minute, and 5400 revolution is most standard, and 7200 revolution per minute is advanced case. Okay, and advantage of SSD with 8 to 10 times effective and effective than HDD on read and write data, but it's expensive. The cost is like when you buy 1 terabyte of HDD, it's like you can buy only 250 gigabyte of SSD. So it's expensive, but it's worth it. Okay, high read and write speed, the advantage, high reliability, performance, low power consumption, easy of use, and durability. So if you want to check again with the command line, if you don't need any tool, what you do is simply open the command prompt, and what we do as for example, if you want to see the size of the hard disk, you simply copy this command, copy and paste it. You see, this is the size. And if you want to see free hard disk space, you simply copy this command and paste it here. You see? Again, if you want to see the model, the manufacturer of the disk, if you want to see, you simply copy this one, copy and paste. You see? And the model, if you want to see the model, you simply copy and paste. This is the model. And if you want to see the interface type, you simply copy this one and paste it. So in this way you can use in this way you can use to check the hard disk drives. Okay, this is another technique. Now RAM specification, read access memory. We talk a lot about it, but RAM is an important part of any laptop, because RAM means it is in the middle, because every CPU, the processor took all data it needs from the RAM, but the RAM is only 8 GB as you know. So to run any applications, you cannot put all the application in RAM, because the RAM is only 8 GB, you cannot. So but you have secondary memory which is 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte, or you have SSD, so whatever it needs it will take from there. So the RAM speed, the RAM size has huge impact on the performance of our CPU. The RAM is an important part of any laptop. It's responsible for storing data and instruction for the laptop to use, the processor basically. The amount of RAM a laptop has will determine how quickly it can run a program. If you plan to use the laptop for gaming or other intensive tasks, you will need more RAM than if you are just using the laptop basic tasks. So when looking at RAM specification, you should look at the type of RAM, the speed, the capacity. The type of RAM is usually either DDR3, DDR4, now we have DDR5 as well, okay? The speed is measured in megahertz and the capacity is measured in gigabyte. It is best to get a laptop with at least 8 GB of RAM, that is minimum. Important consideration, the processor speed and the RAM goes hand in hand. That means if you have high processor speed and low RAM, then your computer might freeze because there is no enough memory space, because the processor is high speed, okay? And on the other hand, if you have high RAM and low processor speed, then your computer will be lower. So as much as possible, try to match the RAM and the CPU. That is another point. So as you can see, RAM size, 8 GB type, DDR4 or DDR3. So if it is DDR4, better than DDR. Always the higher is the better, okay? Speed, megahertz, like 1800 up to 2000 megahertz. And check whether the RAM is expandable or not. These are very important. And as usual, I have the command here plus window R and command prompt, and you can use these commands very easily. For example, if you open sysinfo, I showed you, we have seen that. But this info will give us everything we need about our laptop, the RAM, everything. This is total installed RAM. Where is the RAM, for example? Total physical memory, 8 GB, you see. Available is this one. So it will give us the size. And RAM manufacturer, if you want to know the manufacturer, you just copy this and paste it here. So SK Hynix. RAM type, if you want to know the type of the RAM, the chips, then we're gonna this memory type 0. And RAM speed is very important, like clock speed in CPU. So you see 2400. So in this way we can check our RAM, we can check our CPU as well, the clock speed and everything, and that is how it. Now can you compare your, once now we get our benchmark, like the CPU speed, the CPU the size, the cores, and the secondary memory, whether it is HDD or SDD, 1 terabyte or 250. And once we know the RAM, 8 GB, the speed, everything, once we know that, then we have to check our standard, our system with other millions of other users. So we can check, okay, CPU benchmark result with others. So for that purpose, you can compare your score. Once you get your score, you can check it with the other sample, the same specification with you. So these are pass marks. For example, if you take this pass mark, just if you open it in browser, let me open it here, then we will see. And user benchmark as well, it will give us the benchmark, CPU Z and CPU Z and Geekbench also. It will give us the expected benchmark. Okay, until it opens, user benchmark, I have it here, I think. Okay, let me open it. User benchmark. Yeah, I have it here. Open. So what it does is the user benchmark. Okay, this one. Just to check CPU benchmark, you can go to here, this website. Okay, and so this is a benchmark. So Now the user benchmark is opening. Okay, so what we are going to do, this is user benchmark, and so what we do, this is the window mode. Okay, check compatibility. Then what we are going to do, it's okay, this is okay, okay. Now it's it started already, you see. Now it is checking everything, the CPU, the RAM, the secondary memory. It's checking. Once testing drivers, all the drivers in the system. This is HDD, SSD, everything, gathering driver informations, launching core drive, sequential write, all the information is given here. Now graphical processor unit, it will open its own game and it will check the graphics, you see. Yes, it will check the GPU performance. Now it's 4%. It will check again the CPU performance. It's playing game and it checks all the frame rates. Now we are in the 77%, 78%. So 19 seconds is left. Great. So so once it's finished, then you have to open benchmark result. So once you open the benchmark result, it will give you amazing report in your browser. As you can see, it's opening the result. This is userbenchmark.com, user run. As you can see, performance report. So test your PC. For me, I don't have SSD, HDD, I have HDD, gaming, desktop, everything. Then it will come here. Then it will give you everything. For example, PC status. Overall, this PC is performing way below expectation, 5th percentile. This means that out of 100 PCs with exactly the same component, 85 performed better. The overall PC percentile is the average of each of its individual components. Use the chart on the benchmark section of this report to identify problem area. You see, this is a laptop. This is 2.5 gigabyte free of 8 GB, 2.4 GB hertz the memory, and display is 1366766 32-bit color, operating system, BIOS, and this is the RAM duration. So the graphics also 4.36%, too low to play 3D games. Use CAD package. Boot drive, the boot partition located in a mechanical or hybrid drive. Moving the system to SSD will yield far faster boot time, better system, you see. And memory 8 GB is enough. RAM and operating system is also not bad. Background, very high background, CPU 79%. High background CPU reduce benchmark accuracy. How to reduce background CPU, you can go and check. And as you can see, performance Intel i5-8252. This is my laptop. Relative performance benchmark incomplete. You see it's 26%. It's almost in the poor area. And this is how core, first core, second core, you see 8 core. Again GPU Intel. Performance is given here. Performing below expectation. This is HDD. Performing way below expectation, 8th percentile. You see, memory kit performing way below expectation. So these are the things you should check, and you have to check. This is level 1, level 2, level 3 CPU cache and memory. Dynamic DIMM access nanosecond. You see. So this is full report. This is full report, and you can see things. So in this way you can check. So we exit here, and this one also I have to exit. So as you can see, user benchmark will give us full information about what you need. To compare your result on this website, you can search for your CPU model and find its benchmark score. Then you can, this one is for passmark. Yeah, let's go here passmark. Once you go passmark, you have to find your CPU type. For example, what you need is search for CPU model. Search for CPU model. Then you have to write your spec here. Okay, you have to write your spec here, CPU list. For example, for us, what was the spec? For us, CPU monitor. CPU. Okay. So what we do? Just give it. This is one. Just copy this. you see, once you keep search, wait, I found it last time. Intel, you can't do like this. Intel, this. Let's go here. You can go Core i5 and Intel Core i5, that's right. Core i5 8250. Like this, you can go like this. Core i5. I found it last time. Anyways, you go like this and find your model. Find your model, and once you click it, and it will show up here, and you will see the rank, and you will check. Okay, this is how